Yes, Mr. Speaker, we have two floor presentations for today. The first being House Resolution number 197, congratulating the Radford High School cheerleading team for its outstanding achievement in becoming the 2012 National Cheerleading Association Grand National Champion. This resolution is offered by Representative Johanson.
Representative Johanson.
Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of the resolution.
Representative Marilyn Lee.
Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded the resolution be adopted. Any discussion? Representative Johanson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and colleagues. It's a privilege today to honor in our chamber a team that has accomplished so much at both the state and national level. And I would point out that this honor by the state legislature is long overdue. We have many award-winning teams that come and visit us, but the Radford cheerleaders are a cut above because they've achieved so regularly and repeatedly. With us in the gallery and on the floor today are the reigning 2012 Hawaii State Cheerleading Champions and also the 2012 National Cheerleading Association Grand National Champions. For those members who are not cheer aficionados, as I was not, I'd like to explain the scope and prestige of these honors. Jointly holding these titles means that the Radford cheerleaders are not only the best in the state of Hawaii, but also the best in the nation. The National Cheerleading Association is widely considered the most prestigious league of high school cheerleaders. Winning the title of NCAA Grand National Champions means that these Radford cheerleaders beat out some of the state champions from other much larger states such as California and Texas, ultimately beating out 200 other teams at the national championships. Winning a Grand National Championship, as this team has done, means that they are literally the best of the best. We had hoped to showcase their grandness with their trophy, but their 5-foot trophy was not able to fit in a car. So when you're Grand National Champion, on that scale, it comes with some really big accoutrements. This honor is laudable in and of itself, but part of what makes our community so proud of Radford cheerleaders is that their present success is part of a long track record and legacy of excellence. Radford cheerleaders have been the Hawaii State Cheerleading Champion team for the past 7 consecutive years. Additionally, in their respective division, Radford's cheerleaders have been national champions 7 times in the past 12 years, being Grand National Champion 2 times in the last 3 years. Again, this means that the Radford cheerleading squad was the best in the nation 2 out of the last 3 years. Radford's accomplishments are not one-time incidences of excellence. Rather, Radford has built a legacy of achievement over the past 12 years in the state of Hawaii and nationally. This legacy is particularly notable considering that Radford High School has the largest military-dependent population of any of our public high schools. 63% of Radford's student body are military dependents. The average length of a student's stay at the school is 2 to 3 years, meaning that approximately 1/3 of the student body is transferring in and out of Radford every single year. Despite the frequent change and turnover, one constant has remained: dedicated leadership that has nurtured many of these student athletes. To our honorees, please stand when I call your name, and members and audience, if you can hold your applause until all honorees have been recognized on the floor. The dedication starts first and foremost with Coach Bo Frank. Coach Frank built up the program 12 years ago from the ground up. Radford's team was virtually in shambles, but in Coach Frank's first year of coaching, Radford took 3rd place in the state and has been upward and onward ever since. He resides in Foster Village and teaches physical education at Radford High School. Incidentally, Coach Frank was also my PE teacher in high school. Coach Tom Luna. Coach Luna similarly was a part of the inception of the current incarnation of the amazing Radford High School cheerleading team. He too began this voyage and odyssey 12 years ago with Coach Frank. He also resides in Foster Village and teaches special ed at Radford High School. It's one thing to have adults who are leading, but I think what's amazing about this team is that they have such amazing leadership at the student level as well. I'd like to introduce team captains, Kylie Antonio, who is a junior at Radford High School, Ridge Frank, who is a senior at Radford High School, and Amber Bookard, also a senior at Radford High School. Let's give our honorees a round of applause. On behalf of the House of Representatives, I wanted to congratulate you and thank you for representing the state of Hawaii with such distinction as the 2012 Grand National Cheerleading Champions, and for the many years that you have represented us on a national scale with such distinction. I now yield to the representative from Mililani for the remainder of the presentation.
Representative Marilyn Lee.
Thank you, Representative. Thank you, Speaker. About 100 years ago, when I was in high school, I was a majorette, a sort of cross between a cheerleader and a gymnast. Much like cheerleaders, majorettes are athletes, and sometimes sports can be tough. As a former majorette, I understand the dedication these athletes put forth, so I would like to commend them. Cheerleading is a unique American pastime with a rich history of fostering leadership. The National Cheerleading Association, established in 1948, was the first official cheerleading association. In fact, the genesis of the National Cheerleading Association was the intent to teach students how to lead the crowd and be leaders in their schools and communities. NCA is proud to have served many generations of cheerleaders and dancers around the world. Their commitment to the development of excellence is recognized as they teach leadership development, strong support of school athletic teams, pursuit of skills excellence and safety, and the always important teamwork. These core principles are the fundamentals necessary for each young athlete to act with integrity, inspire excellence in others, and become the leaders of tomorrow. It certainly seems as though NCA is meeting its mission. 4 U.S. presidents have been cheerleaders. Multiple members of the Hawaii State House of Representatives, including many of the members presenting lays today, have a cheerleading past. The Radford High School cheerleaders do much more than engage audiences and inspire school pride. The cheerleading team also participates in a number of community service projects throughout the year, including Relay for Life, an event that helps communities across the globe, including the Relay for Life, an event that helps communities across the globe celebrate the lives of people who have battled cancer, remember loved ones lost, and fight back against the disease. The cheerleading team also has a hand in service projects with Keiki from the community. They've conducted cheer clinics for elementary school students in the Radford complex. The team also facilitates assemblies among Radford complex schools, which educate students on combating drug use, peer pressure, and on the importance of athletics as well as academic achievement. As you can see, Radford cheerleaders lead in every sense of the word. While cheerleading as a sport is often overshadowed by football or soccer, it's true that these tough young men and women apply themselves with equal physical stamina to any football or soccer player. We are proud to recognize them today. I would like to introduce the rest of the Radford High School cheerleading team in the gallery joining us today. Radford cheerleaders, please stand to be recognized. Let's give them a hand. Also in attendance are parents Darnell Pauling, Stephen Pauling, Vernell Antonio, and Luana Kim. Let's give them a round of applause and ask them to stand. And Mr. Speaker, may I have the permission to insert the names of all the Radford High School cheerleading team into the journal?
So ordered.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Are there any further discussion? Representative Ching.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I wanted to rise in strong support of this resolution. I spent my years in high school on the football field as a cheerleader, JV and varsity. And one of the things that I really felt that I learned from that, and I'd like to commend the young people for, is that there's so much value in supporting others. Because you're there to support others, and it doesn't matter if you've had a bad day or there's something going on. You know how to come out, and for the team and for those in the audience to persevere. And I think that's such an important thing for young people, and it was certainly something that I appreciated. And also getting out of oneself to actually go and meet other people. You can't be too much of an introvert, and that always helps too. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? Representative Awana,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in support for this resolution.
please proceed.
Thank you. And as a representative from the Leeward Coast and a former cheerleader, I'd also like to congratulate the Radford High School cheerleading national champions. From firsthand experience, I know that your hard work and dedication has paid off, and now you are here to reap the benefits of the time and sacrifice that you've spent to become the success that you are here today. Mr. Speaker, this sport is definitely a team effort, and it's made mention by the representative from Mililani. I'd also like to recognize that it is with the support from coaches, friends, family, and the community who have worked together to help with your effort. Again, congratulations, Rams. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Any further discussion? If there is no further discussion, all those in favor say aye. Aye. The motion is carried. Representative Johanson, please proceed with the presentation of the lays and certificates.